I have Frank Humnick. He's a special guest, a friend of mine. We work together. Love Frank. I have Brandon Holloway. He's a comic here in Sacramento. We've been doing this for a long time. I actually interviewed Brandon here on the channel. You guys can go and check that interview out. And soon I will have comic Mark Snipes. He will be joining us. He's also a comic out of Sacramento. So you guys, we decided to do Katt Williams. Fitting, we did Eddie Murphy. We did, of course, we had to start with Richard Pryor. My gosh, Richard Pryor. and so it was fitting that we did Katt Williams tonight, discuss the genius that he is and his legacy. And there's so much to talk about pertaining to Katt Williams. A little mini bio, you guys. So multi-talented. You guys know he's an actor. He's a comic. Katt Williams, he was born in Cincinnati, raised in Dayton, Ohio. He currently resides in Los Angeles, of course. He's working on several projects. He also was born, Katt Micah Williams, September 2nd, 1973, Cincinnati, Ohio. Let's start with when Katt first hit the scene. He was named Cat in a Hat. Do we know the reasoning behind that? I have it here, but I want to throw it to you guys. What do you know why he called himself Cat in a Hat?
I did not. I didn't know anything about that till, I knew I had heard of it, but I didn't know what the meaning was behind it.
Now, I grew up, watching Katt. I remember him being on Comic, that's kind of predates my age, back with the black box and everything like that. But that's where I was introduced to him. He was Cat in the Hat. He would come up with these weird hats, and he would have the shades on, and just kind of look. He had the perm and stuff. Yeah, and he was just, and it was like, and I remember we used to be like, does he really talk like we got $40, and it's like, wow, okay, yeah, he really sounds like that, and so I remember that, but I didn't even know his name was Micah till today. That was a heavily guarded secret. Micah Sierra, I guess, yeah. So I was like, I see why he changed to Katt Williams.
Yes. So like Brandon said, he was originally Cat in a Hat. He had to change his name because going Dr. Seuss, Disney owns Cat in a Hat. So, and I was reading here that the details from it was he used the stage name Cat in a Hat early in his career. He revealed in a 2024 interview that he was forced to drop the name after receiving a cease and desist letter from Disney. Other details was that at the times, Williams did not make much money, and the legal action prompted him to change his name. So he couldn't afford that lawsuit. So we thought, let me just go ahead and give them back the Cat in a Hat. And he became Katt Williams, which I think is much more fitting than Cat in a Hat. Katt Williams. The first time you experienced Katt Williams, Frank?
I saw him on Def Comedy Jam and things like that, and just on just doing stand up, and I just liked the style, I liked the way that he talked, and I just thought he was crazy funny, and just how he would mess with people and just and then then the movies, I like him in the movies, definitely like Next Friday, and his characters that he play. I mean, the one that kills me, and I might even mention this one to you, Rossi, at work, but it's the one, and I'm not sure what the movie is, but it's with Tiffany Haddish.
Oh my gosh, it's Drumline. Yes.
He brings the
hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Hey.
Yeah.
What's going on?
More.
What's happening?
She brings the baby and the son to
jail. To the jail. Yes, yes.
And just he's like, that is a white baby,
Yes.
Who's got big white babies?
Like a caucus and a Viking, and And my favorite part though is that baby has a credit score of 720 right now. I mean, that just said it all. So I just love that about him. He's hilarious.
Right. When I saw that clip, I didn't know what movie it went to. I just happened to be watching YouTube years back. Too. That clip came up because you can watch a compilation of Katt Williams on YouTube, and I probably was doing that, and that clip came up. Never seen the Drumline movie, never saw that clip, and so I'm dying when the baby is sitting on the lap, little white baby, glasses on, and he just goes and goes and goes at this baby, and how the baby looked like the officer that was standing behind her, which he really did. But the funniest thing was when she was talking about when he was going to get out, and he's telling her what consecutive means. And he's like, it was just hilarious.
That means I've not missed one day.
Yeah, that's right. Year after year after year after year. And it was just the funniest scene. Besides, of course, Friday After Next. Mark, did you see Friday After Next? And what did you think about Katt Williams' portrayal of the pimp in Friday After Next?
Man, I feel like that was his breakout role. I feel like that was first time I seen him. You know, that I actually seen the first time I seen him was the trailer, because the trailer, you know, it's a part 3, so the trailer was already kind of buzzing. So I would see the commercial all the time, and it was it was what we use let me check my palm pollen. That shit. Well, looks like I ain't doing shit. Remember that shit? Yeah, and it was just buzzing all over the place. Like, who is this dude? Like, he crazy, bro. And then, I loved him in that movie. Like, he kind of, I almost he stole the movie, but that was his breakout.
No, he did.
And he kind of got molested in it, so I took a lot.
I was going to bring up that part up in the bathroom. That's everyone will repeat that line. I'm not a I'm a boy, Damien.
I'm a boy, Damien. I'm a man, Damien.
That was the best, and I think out of that movie, like you said, such an iconic part for Katt Williams. Out of the Friday After Next movie, to where after that, you start repeating Katt Williams. I mean, he was on the Boondocks, remember?
Yeah.
What was it? A Pimp Named
Slipback?
Yes, on the famous Boondocks. And I thought he did a great job at the whole pimp. Man. And the story behind that, if you guys don't know, is when he got the role Friday After Next, he wanted to do the pimp his way. He went out and made sure he had clothing that no other pimp would be seen in. He chose the car that he wanted to drive. Like, he literally took it and wrote himself. And he explained that on Shannon Sharp's, where he wrote that scene himself, how it would be done so that it really would stand out. And you've never seen a pimp like that, to where, I mean, he's on the Boondocks. But I thought that was really interesting, that how he is towards acting, where if it's a role that he really is into, he'll take it, write a little bit on it, and make it to something that no one else has done.
Yeah, definitely paid off for him too.
Yes, it did. Did. I want to talk about the Katt Williams, The Pimp Chronicles, Part 1. This was 2006, the famous green suit. This was the first time I've ever seen his stand-up. I really had seen bits and pieces, like I said, Friday After Next, but this was a totally different situation. I know everyone's seen that stand-up. That's where we got the famous lines from. Brandon, your take on that stand-up when you saw Katt Williams do an hour-plus show.
I can still remember where I was. I remember when it released on HBO. I think I was in like the 8th or 9th grade in high school. And we were excited because it was the premiere, because everybody was like, hey, Katt Williams, just that dude from Friday After Next. We're about to see what he's about. Is he really funny? And I remember, I guess the guy on Blackish, I can't remember his name. I blank on his name, but Anthony, I want to call him Anthony Edwards. Anthony Anderson, yeah. He introduced him. And then when he came up there, man, some of the stuff is iconic. People still repeat it and like get the references to this day. Like, I got an inside joke where we're like banana cream pie. And everybody knows what like that means. Like I said, it's like when he's talking about it. Now you even had a baby with banana cream pie, and then you wonder why your kid's screaming. And I'm like, man, this guy is crazy. Yeah. So it's just, the way he came out, the every day I'm hustling, like everything was.
Yes.
It was epic, but relaxed. Like he felt like he was like, you could see like he was one of your friends. Like you could just like, you could go outside and go talk to him, but it had this like grandeur about it, especially with that was it velour? What was that coat?
Oh, what it was, it'll fly.
Oh
like
my gosh,
the
that
background
green,
for Mark, like he just
the
put
white
it on and just it's just
right.
Yeah, but think about the iconic suits that
he had the green fluffy velour and just
had, over the years. Eddie Murphy's Red Leather, and Delirious, and his second one in Raw.
Right.
I mean, shit, even Richard Pryor in Sunset Strip, he had that red suit on.
Red suit.
Right.
You got to make that statement.
The red suit.
Yeah. The outfit is iconic, so you got to
and you'll never forget that green suit. Like Frank said, when we think of Eddie Murphy and his stand-up, we know about the leather. you know, Richard Pryor, that special stand-up. And so, yeah, Katt Williams definitely came out because all I remember is that green suit, the perm. I mean, he made a statement. And I remember the audience at the time, I think they filmed it in Atlanta. You had Andre 3000 in the audience. You had DeBrat. You had so many people in that audience. It was packed to see Katt Williams. And I remember laughing from the time he entered the stage to the show was over. It'd been years since you laughed like that. You know, it would be the Chappelle show where you're dying. But with Katt Williams, I remember it was just different. He was just different and fun. And I couldn't wait to see the rest of it. And I've seen that so many times. I mean, you could put it on and still laugh at the same jokes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Classic.
Frank, your favorite bit from that show, please.
Oh, you know, I do not know that show that well. I've seen clips of it.
Okay.
It'd be hard for me to speak on that because I have not seen that show that well. So I would be lying if I tried to come up with something.
Okay.
But I can tell you what I've loved recently, and this is probably on your thing to talk about anyways, but it's just his, you know, his appearance on Shannon Sharp's show.
Yes.
I watched all of that. And,
I did too. Yes.
That shit was like, you know, just the way that he talks, and you know, he's just got that rap. And that, you know, and that's the one thing I do remember from that, you know, the stand up that you're talking about is just his delivery. And I know you guys both as comedians, you know, just how his delivery is just rapid, and just snake like, you know, biting and just. You know, that's one thing I appreciate of his comedy is the way he goes at it, and he's not telling a bunch of stories necessarily, but he's just kind of going after it.
Right.
Somewhat Chris Rockish, you know.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
But he's way more conversational though. It seems like Chris Rock. I feel like he's telling you a story sometimes. Like I feel like he's telling the story with this.
Okay.
Katt Williams feel like he's talking to you, having a conversation with you.
Yeah,
like you're laughing, like you're at the barbershop, or you're at like it's so easy going yet informational at the same time. Like he doesn't come from a condescending place. He really does a good job of being like the everyman, of being like the dude,
Very
like
true. Yeah.
Superfly in a way. He's like I'm your brother, I'm your sister, I'm the dude in the alley, I'm everybody.
Right.
And, that's probably why his longevity, why he's been here. But I do remember my favorite bit though. I know the one where it applies today, where he's talking about did I eat today? He's like when he's pumping gas, and he was like, "You make life decisions at the gas pump." Like, yeah, he was like, "Did I eat today? Should I eat today?" Like that's like, I was like, that was hilarious. I was like, it applies then, it applies now. So, right.
I love the how he's talking about. I think I mentioned it to you guys when he's talking about the phone call that someone made the wrong call at the 1 o'clock in the morning. And he was talking about how calling a white person versus calling a black person and getting the number wrong. And how the white person was like, "Oh, there's no Shaniqua here, but hey, give me a call back and we'll try to figure it out." And it was just hilarious that he said that. Mark, do you have a favorite one from that iconic comedy special?
You know, it's weird. I seen that one. I seen that one so many times. It's funny, but I was around the time where he did the Shannon Sharp interview, I kind of went back and watched like a bunch of them. So now I'm like trying to pinpoint which one was the, you know what I mean? But the one I do really remember from that one is the Michael Jackson bit.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I remember just and I'm a Michael Jackson fan. I'm a Michael Jackson fan too, but his shit was just like he was so pissed off. And it seemed like he's doing comedy, but he's just telling the truth. I'm telling what's on my mind right now. I'm just saying it. He don't look like he's telling jokes or anything. He's fuck Michael. He's just pissed off. Yeah, that was my favorite one. That was probably my favorite one from that one. What else did he have in that one? I think I remember him doing one where he was talking about partying with white boys, and he was
my gosh, yes, that's
alcohol,
right.
Like caffeine in it and shit like that.
Yes,
he was like kind of
how they switch up drinks or go into the Mexican party, and for 3 days he had to dance and sing because they party for so long that on the third day he's tired out and he wants to go home, but they won't let him go because the siesta lasts for like a week, you know, or telling the audience about Whitney Houston when he brought up Whitney Houston. It was like mad because how
I want to go home.
I want to go home. I want to go home from the siesta, but they're saying, you know, y'all know Whitney was doing drugs. She done smoked her kneecaps off, and we acting like, she didn't do that. And I love that he kind of threw that in our face, because we did deny that. We didn't want to see it for what it was.
Yeah,
and I love that he did that. He put it right in your face and say, look at this. This is not good.
He didn't care.
No, he didn't care.
Even back then, I remember he was still on the same stuff he's on in the interview with Shannon Sharp. You seen a little bit of that in there. He mentions like Professor Ogilvy. You see that part? Oh my gosh, yes. I'm in a room. I'm like, damn, this fool he was a legend.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Or meeting Shaq and can't be Shaq's friend out in public because he's too tall. Yeah. And Shaq's, private part sits on his head. So they can't be friends in public. And so, but going to the Shannon Sharp, interview, weren't you guys shocked with some of the things that he revealed? Did you think, okay, the Katt's gone off the deep end? Like, what was your takeaway, Frank, from when you just saw it and the things he was saying? Were you like,
well, some of the stuff a couple of things I already knew a little bit about, as far as like the thing with God, why can't I think of his name? Bernie Mac.
Yes.
Like trying Steve Harvey trying to go behind his back to get the part on Ocean's 11.
I didn't know those.
I had heard about that before Katt brought that up, and that just kind of verified it more. For what's that?
I didn't know either. I didn't know those things happened.
So I kind of thought that made it more real for me. And then some of the other stuff, I don't know. Just I really feel like he's telling the truth. I mean,
and
I don't know. The way that he says it and things. I don't know. I mean, I think it's like I said. I like the way that he presents it. But it's hard to believe some of that stuff, though. With Cedric the Entertainer and just all these guys were so not what you thought they were. But I get that. I know we don't see everything. He sees it from a level that we can't even perceive.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think what do you think about the Cedric Entertainer part? I'm a fan of Cedric the Entertainer, but the argument was over the joke that Cedric did in the Kings of Comedy about the spaceship, and if we go to space, it's going to be like this, and him saying that, no, I told that joke back during the days of Comic View on BET.
There's tape,
and someone showed proof of him showing. Someone showed a clip of him doing that joke way back when, and he said that Cedric was in the audience, and if it was Katt's joke, Cedric definitely, took it and ran with it as his own because it was a funny bit that he did in Kings of Comedy. It was hilarious. Mark, what do you think about that? And actually, to both of you and Brandon, what do you guys think about, other comics coming to your shows and maybe doing a bit that you did?
Coming to my show and then watching the bit
and then going and taking it, like, do you get where he's coming from? How do you guys feel as comics if that were to happen, or has it happened?
Oh, you still my drug. I want to slap shit out you.
Okay.
To
write these shows, different shows and work them and change them. It takes a long time to develop a joke, And I believe him wholeheartedly when he said Cedric did. I've heard about that before. It happens all the time where big comedians will steal from up and coming. So I believed it. I believe a good amount of stuff he said. Now I did feel like, okay, you put a little sauce on, but you got to entertain. But I believed a good amount of it. He had a tape of it, of where he was doing it before, like Frank said. And the cool part is that was Cedric's breakout joke. That was really Kings of Comedy. That was like the main thing that cracked him off. If you're gonna say what his biggest joke is, you're gonna point to that.
Didn't he close the show on that? Didn't he close the show on that?
That's right. That was his closing bit on Kings of Comedy.
That was his closing.
He was talking about niggas going to space and the cat. And
the reason I believe it is when he called, because Katt called him out before, I think. His response just wasn't like, what? His response was just kind of like brushing it off, like, they hating on me a little bit. Like, you accusing me of stealing. Like, hell no, I ain't steal nothing. I could read motherfucker. So I do think he stole the joke. But I thought the interview was great. We got to see Katt back in his, bag. He had kind of disappeared for a little bit.
Yes,
Got to see his genius. I really liked how genius he was. Like, I mean, to do an hour interview, you don't know exactly what he's going to ask you, and he's just like, he's just throwing the joke.
Man, that
dude everything. When he got to the Diddy part, we haven't talked about that, and we can't talk about that interview without talking about the Diddy part, because that line in itself went viral. I mean, I think Tommy Sotomayor made a song about, Diddy be wanting to party and you got to tell him no.
Yeah.
So when he got to the Diddy part, shocked guys, mouth open, like,
he's been
we already
out.
know Brandon.
Most of the stuff he was saying on there, he's already said. He just got up there and said it, publicly, and it went viral. He's been talking about Kevin Hart, said Diddy. He's been talking about Diddy since probably 2005. I heard him talking about Diddy. Yeah, Diddy and Jermaine Dupri. You know what I mean? And that's why I like he didn't switch it up or change the story. You know what I mean?
And about the Hollywood echelon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And just by the quote itself, it lets you know, like,
remember in the Pimp Chronicles when he was talking about going in the hallway and looking, he was like, "Oh my God, they're doing this."
Yeah.
Yes.
This guy's doing
parties. That. But to say the name, I think
that's who he's referring to.
Yeah, and to finally say the name on Shannon Sharpe, and I mean, we've always heard things about Diddy, but for him to say it and the way he said it, and just like, this is he is one of those people that have done that, and it offered me millions. To be with him,
I'll send you the video where he's like backstage talking about. He's like Mr. Diddy, and this is years ago. So he got there.
Please send me that. I'd love to see that.
So just did Katt.
Katt did his first stand-up was the HBO stand-up, the famous ones, 2006. And I think he had the last one was 2023? Was it I think that was the last one I think it was on Netflix, and I think it was 2022, 2023. Right. He had a recent stand-up. It was right after the Shannon Sharpe. Was it Go Woke or Woke Folk or something like that? Was the name of that comedy special? Did anyone see that?
Was that the one with the black and gold outfit or the one with the black and white? Because I mixed those two.
I think that one. No, that's the one where he has isn't it a jean jacket? And he kind of had regular.
It's like a jacket,
like a jacket with the same. Yeah, exactly. That comedy special. That's the last one that I saw that was recent. And that was the one where he was promoting after the Shannon Sharpe interview. I remember watching it, and I just remember that it was different. It wasn't as funny as Katt was. There was parts of it that was funny, but it just wasn't that funny. If anyone's seen that, what did you think about that? I know comics go through that, but I was just surprised by that.
I'm glad you said that, because I didn't feel like it was as strong as.
Yes, there you go.
So.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was as, I seen clips of it. Yeah, I saw like clips of it, and I heard it wasn't really his best. I saw things here and there, but me not actually going to watch the full thing is probably like good indication that I wasn't really nothing I seen that was like really cracking. I feel like with Katt, like you got to when he on fire, he's on fire. Like you got to catch him when he's on it.
Right.
And Shannon Sharpe, he was on it. I don't know if you've seen the Joe Rogan interview he did after that.
Yes, I did. Yeah. Frank, did you see the Joe Rogan interview?
No, I didn't, but I'd like to. Yeah, I didn't know.
It was a really good interview. What did you think about the Joe Rogan? Because that was more when you realize he's freaking deep and he's really, really smart. Like Frank was talking about, he's a genius.
Yeah. I'd like to.
He reads a lot. Reads a lot.
I was bored as hell watching the Joe
Rogan.
Were you really? I was bored as hell. I'm like, get to this shit. It's worth part two. Let's get to it. He was all calm and intelligent.
The whole time. It just.
Yeah. Huh? I don't want intelligent Katt. I want niggatry Katt.
He wasn't as like, he wasn't nigga Katt
with intelligence. I don't want you just up here just. They were talking about spaceships and alien. I'm like, I don't fuck about this shit.
They were talking about Gorgon and all these type of things, and just like
I love that.
Like indubitably, like I don't.
That's because Joe Rogan was interviewing him, man. You got to get somebody else in there. But you know what? What I think also, they
were smoking too. They were high, and it was like
they were. Yeah. Go ahead, Frank.
Part of the two though, because the weed's good nowadays. But
he mentioned Joe Rogan on the Shannon Sharpe.
I thought it was going to be a better conversation.
Yeah, where you're saying Shannon Sharpe, Joe Rogan is the one on the show. He's putting 7 white comedians that ain't never been funnier. Or
That's
whatever.
right.
So I think with Shannon, I think maybe he was comfortable like just chilled out with him. You know what I mean? Maybe Joe, he felt like
he
you don't like me or whatever, and he was kind of a little more reserved. But you know,
he looked like he had some of Shannon's liquor when he did the interview.
Oh yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He looked like he was. Yeah, he was.
No,
he was slurring a little bit.
Throw me off though. No, it did throw me off at the interview that caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting when he talked about Jonathan Majors. You remember that part?
No, on the Joe Rogan one.
No, on the Shannon Sharp.
The Jonathan Shannon Sharp one. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and he says, I don't know why he's talking about this, but he was like, he was like they're trying to prop this ugly nigga up here like he's just a good looking motherfucker. And
right.
He was like, he said, if that nigga is good looking, then all niggas are good looking. What does that even mean?
Yeah, he's one of those. I would hate to just be in an argument with him. I would hate to be in a disagreement with him. The way he did that, may she rest in peace.
Yeah,
Wanda. Yeah.
Wanda.
Oh my God.
Man,
let's talk about that one. I ran into that. I just happened to run into that on YouTube. With me, if Katt's in it, let me check it out and see what it is. Radio show. They were there to promote Red. Remember, the interview was supposed to be about his artist Red.
Yeah.
And so, you know, he's there. And I don't know what made her want to go back and forth with him. And at first, it was funny. It was just funny until she started to really go at him.
Yeah.
Who's seen the interview? What did y'all think about that clip?
He stir fried her.
Yes.
Oh my God. It might be mean to say, but I think he helped her to an untimely death. Like she could never recover from that. It was like that's why part of the reason I think she went ill is because of that day she decided to challenge Katt. And she just like, damn. And now she gone because I may she rest in peace. But she was like, I know she went to heaven. Like, do not test that man. I'm dead because it was the health. Like,
Yeah, and then they're talking about cooking. Remember, she's talking about cooking broccoli or something like that. And he roasts her on that because she wasn't doing it right and was talking about, I wouldn't want to eat from you. Your kids. I mean, it was just, and I felt bad for Red because Red's just kind of sitting there, you know, because then it's not about him. And I mean, I think this went on for a good 20 minutes before the host of the show was like, let's go. Yeah. It was the best. It went viral, but it's still, why would you do that? And you guys know she got in her feelings so much. Remember, she came back that night with her husband looking for Katt because she wanted her husband to fight Katt.
Her husband and her son.
And her son, yes.
They came with a gun.
Yes. They came with guns, yes. Yeah. Over roasting. Yeah, Frank, it's I'll have to send it to you. It's on YouTube. You gotta watch it.
Because right when I feel like when I watched that, when she brought up prison and he said no.
Yes, right.
He said jail, but and he goes to the never convicted and just
felonies, no convictions.
And then started talking about her jewelry. Remember, he goes, you got $4 worth of jewelry on, and it's like, oh fuck. He fucked her up.
Yeah, it was
like it makes me uncomfortable to this day to see that. Like it's
when I go back to see it and now you know what's happening.
Roast.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable because you know she's about to get roasted, but it's just a classic Katt Williams going at you. You guys remember when he was going through all those problems though, when he was getting arrested here in Sacramento.
I know.
I remember seeing it on the news. Everyone wanted to know, was he doing drugs? I know he said on Shannon Sharp, he and I don't see him doing the drugs, but it looked like he was smoking. What do you guys think about that period of time where it was just Katt in the news, Katt going to jail, Katt then told somebody off at the checkout line. Brandon, thoughts on Katt going through that emotional time?
He seemed pretty bizarre. I know he was in there. I did believe at one time, I'm like, damn, Katt's on crack. Because I remember World Star would always have him with these weird rants that he would do and stuff. But come to find out it was true. Like Mark had said earlier, like, he was talking about Diddy and talking about all these celebrities. And you're like, oh, Katt's just being a hater. He wasn't going crazy. He was in a crazy environment. Kind of like Martin Lawrence, kind of like Dave Chappelle. You crack from that pressure. Alcohol and weed is only going to do so much when you see sickness all around you and you see people doing crazy stuff that they shouldn't or they're not privy to. So I feel like in the way that he perpetrates himself because he even brought up the Illuminati one time in an interview. So this man is a fighter. He's not afraid. But I think, you know, at that time they were coming for him. They were trying to break him down because, you know, we haven't. I mean, I know me and Mark are chasing that dream, but we haven't had like the Hollywood entice yet, and what the thing that these people can do, the access that they have. And I know I don't want to look like tinfoil hat, man. I'll say that for like the comedy and stuff, but I mean, he has a crazy environment that he's in that, like you said, we're only so privy to. So he might look like a madman to us, but really he's inside like, I'm trying to tell the truth and nobody's listening to me.
Right.
They thought Jesus was crazy, you know? So it's like, I'm not saying Katt Williams is Jesus, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to be righteous and speak the truth, it's hard, especially in that environment.
Right. I also thought that what was interesting about Katt was finding out that he had adopted kids, you know, like he has this family of kids that were adopted. I think it says here that he has 7 adopted children. He also has 3 biological children, making him a father of 10. When you first found out that this man is a father, he adopted kids, didn't it put him in like, it made him even more interesting because you don't hear that a lot, especially from male celebrities that do that. Your thoughts on that, on Mark? What, like when you found out he adopted kids, I just found it's a whole different side of him.
Yeah, I didn't. Most male celebrities aren't going to do that. You know, some male celebrities can take care of their own kids, so it was surprising that he wanted. You know what I mean? Ray, I think he got like 7 of them, isn't it?
Yeah, 7.
Yeah,
10 altogether, right?
10 altogether. He has 7 that he adopted, and he has 3 of his own biological kids. Yes.
Oh yeah, 3 of his own. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was dope. I remember the adopted baby. Wasn't he talking about her in the Pimp Chronicles? I think.
Yeah.
She's like a buff baby or whatever. Yeah, I thought it was dope. Salute to him. You know. And then I seen him when he was going through his stuff. He had like a video where he was like, he looked really distraught and his hair was fucked up, and he was like, "Oh, they trying to take my babies, man." You don't seen that video?
No.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Did you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like he's walking down the street and he has like a paper in his hand and they're filming him and then they're kind of trying to get like an interview. I don't know if it was like TMZ or some shit. Okay. And they were like, you know, what's going on, Kat? He's like, man, they trying to take my babies, man. He looks like just distraught, bugged out.
Frazzled.
Yeah.
He looked frazzled.
It was crazy. So I don't know what was going on with him that time. He got beat up by that little boy.
Yeah, the boy at the middle school. That's right. That was during his times of messing up and just always in the news. And I remember seeing that on World Star, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And everyone started talking about Katt got beat up by a middle school. This was a big kid, and I remember he had Katt choked out. Like Katt was laying on the ground. I thought it was like this has to be fake. It was real.
Nah, yeah. You know, my thing is like, why were you even out there? What were you doing playing kickball with these
just random.
Like, and then they get choked out. Man, he was still talking shit though. He was still funny, even in confrontation. He was still funny.
Yes.
Right.
The back and forth with the kid.
Yeah.
And he said the kid whooped his ass. He said it. You know, he talked about that. He admitted that. Yeah.
He beat the fuck out of him. You know,
he did. It did.
That's the fuck around and find out moment there.
I forgot what stand up he said though, because he said that little dude was in his prime. He was 2 times bigger than me. He said everybody said he was 13. He said no, he was 16 and he had a scholarship. I was like, oh, okay. If you put it that way, like, you over here fighting an athlete, you know. So.
What about his movies? I think one of my favorites that he appeared in was it First Sunday? And he plays the deacon or somebody in the church, and he has that wild hairdo. And there's a part in the church where, and they did some of the outtakes, but he's sitting next to one of the ladies in one of the pews, and they're going back and forth about something, and Katt is roasting her. And they said that you can watch the little bits that came out, that it was actually him making everyone laugh to where they had to do a retake, and he would switch it up. Have you guys seen that scene in First Sunday? Did anyone have a chance to see First Sunday?
Mm-mm.
It was.
I haven't seen the whole thing though.
Okay, yeah, it was really good. The movie itself actually wasn't bad, but with Katt in it, it was just really good. It just tells you that any film that he's in, how he can make the set funny to where you can't do your lines straight because he does a lot of ad-libbing to where he'll add something on or just, cap on you the whole time. But that was something to go and check out. And also he won an Emmy.
Oh, for Atlanta, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was for Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he won that.
He was
Emmy.
really good in that.
Yeah, and then you got to see how much of a serious actor he can be. Like, I've never seen that side of him, and watching him in that, it was brilliant. And not a lot of people know that he won an Emmy. I mean, Katt is multi-talented.
I knew he won an Emmy, but I didn't know it was for a serious role.
Yeah, it was for it was a series called Atlanta. And it actually was a really good series, but I forget what episode he was on, but he won an Emmy for that
the
episode.
Alligator Man.
Alligator Man.
Oh, okay.
He had the alligator.
So good.
Oh, wait a minute, I saw clips of that where they're trying to come in his
Mm-hmm.
house and he's got the alligator. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
he let the alligator out and he ran out the back door and he was gone.
Yes.
He didn't want them to take the drugs and stuff.
Yeah. That's
Only for him to come back later. I can't remember. And I use this with my family because he's like, he had like, I guess in the show, he had like long lost family and they were trying to figure out what to do with their dad. And the sister was like, no good, no trouble. And so he was like, well, since I have you on the phone, let's go ahead and talk about that $150, yo. He was like, hello? Oh, okay. I see how it is. Like, she hung up. It was like, Katt Williams is hilarious. If it's serious, if it's not, he still finds a way to make it funny. So,
right. Do you feel that he still has it? Do you guys still feel that he has it? He could still come out, kill it with a comedy special? Or do you think that he's on the decline as far as that's concerned? Mark, I'll go to you first.
With me, I always feel like there's I may have said this already, but I feel like there's two Katts. Like, you gotta catch him on a good day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's times where he's like, struggling, but you can tell that he's struggling with something. Like, something's going on with him. You know what I mean? There's like one episode, it might have been dang, what was he wearing? I think he had like he might have been like black and gold on maybe, but he was a little he had a little more weight on him a little bit. He was sweating. He wasn't and Katt, we know Katt's a very physical comedian, you know what I mean? Very physical, one of his kind, because I feel like when he started doing that, there wasn't a bunch of physical black comedians at the time, probably earlier than that. But he wasn't really moving. Like, he was just kind of standing there holding the, you know what I mean, kind of sweating, and he wasn't getting the jokes. You know what I mean? Yeah. But then he does the Shannon Sharp, and he's just on fire. You know what I mean? Then he does Joe Rogan. He talk about aliens. So it's on and off. So it really just depends. If Katt's in the right set of mind, he kills some shit. But if not, you're gonna get what you get with the last special. I didn't see it, but according to y'all, it wasn't cracking.
Yeah, it wasn't popping. Yeah. Frank, do you think he still has it? You think he can still give us another good one? He has one in him.
I think I agree a lot with what Mark's saying. I think he's he feeds off of the chaos, and I think when he's got the chaos, he has something to feed from, and he might be a little fat right now, so to speak, because he made a lot of money off of Shannon Sharp got a lot of relevance, huge relevance, and that might be why his special was a little soft, because it's kind of like athletes and everybody, when they get the big money and they get comfortable, maybe it's changed his outlook a little bit. He's not as hungry, he's not as tragic, life's too good right now, you know what I mean? And like me and Ross, we were talking earlier before we all got together on air, and talking about how he's an avid golfer, we talked about that with Brandon, and and I'm telling you, man, if you golf a lot and you fall into the philosophies of golf, it can let you get your stuff out there, whatever it is that's bothering you. Right. So I don't know. That's my opinion. Maybe he's just kind of getting comfortable and it's changing his outlook right now. But that could change, with him. I think that could change overnight. We could have a big deal come out on TMZ tomorrow,
Right.
Katt Williams running through the street,
Brandon?
I think Katt, the last really good special he had was the one when Trump first took the office. To me, that's when he was like, he had the crazy kind of like vampire hairdo and he wore the
Yes.
suit.
Oh, right.
He said Trump's a vampire. He's always tweeting that he's like. I thought that he was in rare form for that one. The last two specials haven't been the same, but like Frank said, he's older now. He's wiser. He's slowed down. He's got money now, so he's not in the streets. He's not out there gaining stories and gaining experiences through there. He's more kind of like, it's just like if Eddie Murphy were to come out and do a special now. You know, we wouldn't, or Martin Lawrence or somebody. It's like, okay,
that nigga been gone 80 years. That'd be difficult.
Yeah, he gonna be like rusty. But think about what he would talk about. Like, oh, I got a silk, pajamas or something like that the other day, and they got it wrong.
Eddie?
We're gonna be like, yeah, like Eddie, or like Eddie or Martin Lawrence or somebody. Like Katt's in that kind of realm. Like he's got nice stuff and nice things. He doesn't have to. He's not in the streets like that. He's not as relatable with as I'm going to say, like nigga shit and, everyday type of shit, like, the struggle. He's not struggling. So there's no stories to tell. Right. It's only going to be about his Hollywood friends and, the Hollywood lifestyle that he has. And as much as we root for that, that doesn't make great entertainment, not for us, not to sell seats and make everybody. It's got to be something we can relate to.
Speak for yourself.
Only for the elite.
If he had took that
shit, you hear Hollywood
on stage, we'd have ate that shit up. That's
what I was gonna go to. The last two comedy sets, he didn't even talk about anybody.
No,
he didn't say anything. It was more like he was preaching to people, and he talked about, like, one of his funny bits was about chicken, where he said God gave us chicken, and chicken's here. It's okay to eat it. And, he's talking about women and stuff like that. But like you said, if he were to take that same vigor that he had as Shannon Sharpe and then put that on the stage like he used to, where he just talk about people and stuff like that, he'd be back to Katt. But I don't think I think Shannon Sharpe was something special for him, and then after that, he didn't want to create any more waves or any more beef with anybody. So now we get these kind of tame specials.
We broke it up, we're quoting it, and we treat it like a comedy special. What interview do you quote that long or that much? It's like an hour interview.
Right.
Quote each part. We probably haven't seen it 30 times.
So many times.
Yeah. So
to be honest with you, I think those.
Okay, I gotta ask this.
Go ahead, Frank. Go ahead.
How come I wouldn't watch a Katt Williams podcast? Oh, sorry, Frank. Like him as a podcaster.
I think those two should go out on a tour. Shannon Sharpe and Katt Williams literally could do a tour where they sit on a stage and with the same setup and talk. And I bet they could fill the seats.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Brandon, what were you saying about the podcast?
White women.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Brandon.
He can't go sit in front of Katt Williams no more. You in trouble with the white women. And
oh, you're right.
Yeah, Shannon,
$57 million.
Yeah, he was talking about you now.
It's cool, bro. It's cool.
We got to cancel that one.
Yeah, no. Now I would like to see Katt Williams and Steve Harvey sit in the same room and talk to each other.
Steve Harvey's still
that
mad.
Would be.
He said in an interview.
He's still upset. I would still be mad about that. He looks bad.
Funny thing about that interview is that he caused all that destruction and had everybody responding and pissed off. Yes. And he was nowhere to be found. He ducked off and was just disappeared for maybe 2 or 3 months. Not a word from this dude, and everyone is just so mad and responding to him. He's gone. I thought that shit was hella funny to be you start this shit up and then disappear. That's fucked up. Come on.
His next one was what? Joe Rogan, and then he did Theo Von and
Theo Von, Joe Rogan, a couple other podcasts. Yeah, he was telling it everywhere. I do want to say this: in 2025, a comedy's coming out starring Keke Palmer and SZA. It's called Just One of Those Days. Katt Williams is supposed to be in that. It's going to be released on Netflix this upcoming January, or it is on Netflix, coming up on Netflix. So Just One of Those Days. You guys can go check it out. Katt Williams, Keke Palmer, SZA. Yeah. Have you guys heard of it?
Yeah, I heard of it.
Okay, I hadn't heard of it. I was looking up movies that he's in, and that was it's I didn't know he did a movie with Keke Palmer and SZA. Any last thoughts, you guys, about Katt Williams? What his legacy will be? I think he still has it in him. I agree. I think that if he that he can absolutely bang out another really good comedy special because he's really funny. He's just naturally funny. Mm-hmm. Brandon, you were talking about a podcast, or something like that. I think that would be great for Katt Williams. I think that would be funny to be able to tune into him and just his thoughts on things. But I think he personally can do it again, or maybe even a serious role.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think he should.
Probably more that
he should do that.
Yeah,
do a serious role.
A serious role. Yeah.
Well, he was in Blackish. He
was in Blackish. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And now he's pretty good in that.
Yes. So yeah.
But
any last thoughts,
he's
guys,
iconic
in this? Go ahead.
He's iconic. He's definitely had his run. Like if you want to put like as far as like, you know, it was Richard Pryor, then Eddie Murphy. And then, you know, we had like Martin Lawrence and the Def Jam type of thing. And then the baton toss was definitely slid to Katt. And Katt took it and ran with it till he ran with it till Kevin Hart kind of showed up and started doing his thing. But he was like our guy for like a decade as far as like funny. Him and Chappelle are definitely one of the leaders who shaped 2000 to 2010 in the 2010s too, up into that. So
that's true.
Yeah. Mark, any last thoughts before we head out of here?
Yeah, I think his legacy will be legendary. He's one of my favorite comedians. When he on point, Katt is, you know, he's hilarious and he's intelligent too. That's what I love about his comedy. He's intelligent and he's funny as fuck. He's physical. I still think he has it in him. You know, that Shannon Sharp thing, like all the stuff he's saying, the jokes he's cracking. You know, that tells the world he has it in him to hit them jokes. It's just taking the time and making sure you're in the right headspace. Like whatever was going on or is going on with him, we don't know if it's, you know, I ain't gonna say it's drugs, but some people say it's drugs. It might just be mental issues or whatever.
Right.
You know, as long as he gets that, he's right there. I think he can crack another one out. But even if he doesn't, I mean, come on, he legendary, man. Like you said, he was one of, you know, just like a popular black comic every, you know, so often, you know, like Pryor, Eddie, and then it went from Dave Chappelle when Dave Chappelle ran off allegedly to Africa. Katt you know what I mean? And then Katt kind of had his Africa, and you know, and
then Kevin Hart took over.
And then Kevin Hart took over. He ain't letting it go, but his shit ain't been funny in a cool minute. So we waiting for the next one, waiting for his trip to Africa. You know.
Well, I will be there for it. I will watch Katt Williams if it's a stand-up. I always will check it out. I'll watch the whole thing. I am a huge fan. I respect him and love his comedy. So funny and just in his own lane. So you guys, I appreciate you guys joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Mark, what do you have coming up?
Nothing I got going on. Nothing too much. Is RN News, man. Tap in, follow me on Instagram, Mark_Snipes. Follow me on YouTube, type in Mark Snipes, RN News. I'll be getting over, you know, going over the topics and you know, kicking shit. Come mess me, man. You know.
Brandon,
I'll be posting my shows too. Yeah.
I got a couple shows. I got a couple shows going on in November, so I know I'm doing the Free Palestine or one of those shows are going to bring me back. There's another one I can't. It's somewhere in Laugh, so it should be. We'll see if it pans out. If not, you know, fingers crossed. Then I'll be at the open mic. It's hard to be funny when you ain't making money, so I'm over here making as much money as I can. So you'll see me out there doing security and stuff and kind of doing my day job. So I'm doing that, but I'm also trying to develop kind of my own YouTube thing too. So keep an eye out for that.
There you go.
Absolutely. Definitely.
So I got a little, you know, I'm investing a little bit. So
there you go. You came up.
You know, coming up in the world. So I got the sound going. Sound check. So
sound check. Yes.
I'm trying to talk over you, live. That's
It's one of them government issues, man. I gotta get Gavin Newsom bucks. You know what I'm saying?
What about you, Frank?
Man.
Oh, you know,
where can we find and enjoy?
I'll be doing my normal Monday and Thursday night bartending gig at Ofanio. Both you guys are always welcome to come in and have a drink with me anytime you want.
Yeah,
man. Monday or Thursday.
Right.
I'm there from like 3:30 to 8:30. So I'd love to see you guys in person. That'd be great.
Oh yeah. You said what Thursdays?
Congrats.
Come to Il Fornio on 500 Capitol.
Mondays and Thursdays.
Mondays and Thursdays, Il Fornio, inside the Wells Fargo Center on was it 500 Capitol
Mall? Yep.
Yeah, Capitol Mall. We're there.
Oh.
Yes.
Catch you after work.
Sit with Frank. You will have a great time.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, you can.
It is.
You can watch me do my comedy act on my customers.
And it is amazing what Frank
Mostly
does at that bar and how he talks to these people. Okay,
it's a good gig.
It's a really good gig. They love Frank. They absolutely love Frank, and the meaner he is, and the funnier he is, they come back for more. I mean, you got to get there early to get a spot. It's like the show starts.
It's like
come correct. Yes,
it's funny. Yeah, it's a Don Rickles kind of effect. I know.
It's Frank is hilarious.
Don Rickles.
Like, seriously.
It's funny. It's like, I mean, you see
it was a killer, man.
When you see, when you see a comedian working, and you probably do it when you guys are up there, when you key on somebody in the audience and whatever that may be, if they wear something different or whatever it is. And so I have my regulars and I have people that I don't know either. And if there's something, if that catches me, that's witty. And then, I'm pretty, I'll say pretty much anything.
Yes.
There you go.
And I like the shock value of it, because there's nothing better than saying something. And Rossie's seen me do it live and saying something to somebody that just shocks them so much that they don't get mad. They just go, wow. I can't believe this motherfucker said that, but I really think it's awesome. And then we just have a great time, so it's fun.
That's
dope.
Dope.
And don't come and sit at the bar with water. Please don't do that. Do not waste up the seat with water. You come there, you order something, or he will tell you, take your water.
Oh, yeah, that kind of stuff, right? People sit at the bar and they'll come up and go, well, I'll just have water. I go, water? I said, well, can't make no money on water.
Yeah.
I'm drinking right now. I ain't getting from me.
Yeah, I got a big old beer for you, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I got that.
Again, I'd love to see you.
Seriously, it is so true. It is so true. Anyways, thank you so
much. Blue Moon, Frank?
Go ahead.
I do. I have Blue Moon. Yep.
All right, I'll see you.
All right, sounds good.
Yes,
I got you.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for joining Rossie's Clubhouse. I'm Rossi McCree, the host of Rossie's Clubhouse. We appreciate you guys joining us. I hope you guys enjoy our discussion about Katt Williams. We'll be back and probably in another month or so, you guys, and we'll bring you another awesome comedian to celebrate and laugh with us and go down memory lane with us. So appreciate you guys. We are out.